So you're looking for a vegan mass gainer. Well, Transparent Labs has recently came out with their own vegan mass gainers. Now, to be honest, there aren't that many options. And with Transparent Labs having this as their first version, there are some imperfections. And we're going to talk about those. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nader from Fit Frick. I do unbiased, unsponsored reviews. So this is a 700 calorie serving size mass gainer, and it's completely vegan. So it's safe for vegans. But there's a couple of challenges because it's a mass gainer. It has a lot of ingredients and a lot of things to mask in terms of flavoring, and this being a naturally sweetened, naturally flavored protein powder mass gainer, there's a lot of challenges. So this is a pea-based protein. It has pea isolate as the first protein source, and it's a 700 calorie serving size mass gainer. Now, the price for this is about $5, $5.20 per serving with my discount code. But if you use half a serving, that would be 300 calories, and that would come out to $2.80, including shipping, if you're in the US. Considering most protein powders that are good are priced a little under $2 per serving, and it has like 100 and something calories, maybe 150 calories, this has twice the calories and also twice the protein. Well, actually the same protein, 25 grams at half a serving with 50 grams of carbs. It's quite justified in terms of price, but this is their first version, so it's not perfect. There's a little downside to this. So every serving has 700 calories, and let's go over the label real quick, and then we'll go over the experience because I've gone through this tub a couple times. And there's a couple of downsides that you need to know about before you get this mass gainer. Now, 700 calories, 9 grams of fat per serving, and 400 milligrams of sodium, which is okay for a mass gainer. This is the same as your other mass gainer, so it's not overly salty. Total carbs, 110. Then we have protein, 50 grams. And then we have the other ingredients. Now, this has organic Tapico maltodextrin. Now, I'm butchering that. I'm probably not pronouncing it right. But this isn't from corn syrup. I know a lot of protein powders, not a lot, but some of them do use the artificial GMO-filled corn syrup sourced maltodextrin, which is not so good for our health. But this has organic Tapico maltodextrin, which comes from starch, which comes from a vegetable. So it's completely natural. And it's a lot better than a lot of mass gainers that use dirty ingredients. And it's really important to look at the other ingredients in mass gainers because sometimes there's some things that we don't catch that can be harmful for our health. Then we have pea protein isolate, 62.5 grams, and every serving has 50 grams. So using pea protein isolate, the texture is going to be a little bit different than whey protein. And this is for someone who is vegan or someone who can't really handle whey protein or is extremely, lactose intolerant, right? And being a mass gainer, they usually have concentrate as the first ingredient. This is typical for mass gainers. This is how they get the protein count high. And there's no big downsides, but the isolate version is a lot better for those who are lactose intolerant. Then we have coconut milk powder, MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides, and then a couple other ingredients, including fiber, creatine, natural flavoring, oat flour, sweet potato powder, salt, stevia. So stevia is in here. Some people are sensitive to stevia. That could be a downside for some. For me, personally, I'm fine with stevia most of the time. I don't have any issues. There could be some uneasiness with my digestion when it comes to stevia-based pre-workouts. But after about 10 minutes, it's gone. It's not so bad for me, for myself. But some people are sensitive. So if you are sensitive to that, keep that in mind. So having this was interesting. I have to say it wasn't the most pleasant experience. Drinking this was sort of dreadful. It wasn't good. I had it a couple times. I did not look forward to taking it no matter how I made it. In protein shakes and smoothies, it was a little hard to drink. And it wasn't disgusting, but it was mediocre in terms of flavoring. Now I'm gonna shake this up. I'm gonna try this in front of you and give you a real live test in terms of how it tastes. But in terms of the past experiences I've had with this vegan mass gainer, it's gritty. It's not so sweet. And it's not so pleasant. The pea protein, you can really feel it in the mass gainer. But this being their first version, I'm sure they will improve it eventually. Maybe after a year or so. Knowing Transparent Labs, they eventually do improve their flavors. They come out with more options now. This is the vanilla cupcake flavor. So I was really expecting vanilla cupcake flavor, but instead what I got was a gritty, unpleasant mass gainer shake that had a subtle vanilla flavor to the back end of it, and the cupcake was very hard to find. I was looking for it and it was just, oh my God. It wasn't so pleasant to drink. So I have some water in here in this cup, in this shaker. I'm gonna add some protein to it and then shake it up. And this is a totally different experience than their mass gainer, the other mass gainer, the one that's with whey concentrate. And it might be because of the pea protein that makes the grittiness, the disgustingness kind of thing. But it's not so disgusting in that sense, like I want to gag. It's more like, this is not something I'm looking forward to. It's like eating broccoli. You know it's healthy, but it's not pleasant, right? And opening this, there's a nice scent to it. So drinking this was completely different, I must say. But smelling it, it smells like vanilla cupcake. It does. But the experience is a little different. I'm gonna put 2 scoops in here because that is probably what you're gonna go for if you're gonna get a mass gainer. And you're probably wondering, should you get a mass gainer? Well, this is for convenience. Maybe I don't have time to make a meal, so I have this. I have a snack on the side and I get my nutrients from the snack and I get my protein and carbs from the shake, right? And you're paying for the convenience. You're not paying for a special supplement. There's no magic in this, none at all. It's just a mass gainer that has great convenience. And if you are a vegan and you're trying to gain weight, I could see this being a good option. I don't think you have very many options when it comes to mass gainers, but of course you can make your own homemade vegan mass gainer. All you need is, your vegan protein obviously, and then you add other ingredients that can boost up the calorie count. And just put, vegan friendly ingredients, of course. And I don't know if you can eat nuts as a vegan, but you can put nuts. So it says 30 to 60 seconds. And when I stirred it with a fork, it did take at least 60 seconds. When I was just stirring it casually, I was like, I'll put the clip in. I think I have a clip of that, but it was a little hard. It took a little bit of time, let's just say that, to stir and to mix. And I still had those clumps after the 60-second mark. There was some clumps at the top. And just shaking and shaking. Eventually the clumps went away, but there was still a little bit left on the top. Now, I did review the other mass gainer. If you do want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description. And I did also review their protein powders. Just the upside of Transparent Labs, they have been keeping it real since day one, since 10 years ago, with fully disclosed labels, and other ingredients were always disclosed. They were always on top. They were one of 3 companies that did this 10 years ago, and they still do it today. So much respect to them. I don't understand why more companies don't do this, but it's been about 60 seconds of shaking this, and I kind of put some force into this now. You can see I get a little forearm pumped. I did go to the gym today, so I'm a little hyped. I'm a little hyped, okay? Let's see this. I still see some clumps, but I'm gonna show you. Okay. I don't know why I smacked that, but maybe smacking helps. I don't know. And on my past experiences, I did drink this and I was feeling full for a good hour, right? And especially if I was fasting, I was not eating anything all day from when I wake up at 7 until 5 p.m. Now it's 3 p.m., so it's earlier than when I usually drink or eat something. But it's nice having this. I feel replenished, but it's never been a nice experience with the flavor. It's never been that good. Let's see here. Okay, I don't see clumps at the top so much, but I'm gonna show you how it looks. Because you may be wondering how it looks. Look at that, look at those. Look at the, let me just, whoa. So you can see a little bit. Let me just adjust the camera here. Yeah, you can see those little top at the top, but it's fine. It's not so bad. I mean, that took like nearly 2 minutes, no, not 60 seconds. And let me just move the camera like this. All right. I wish I put some ice in here. Ice definitely helps when I am blending or when I'm drinking protein shakes or any drink really. Ice makes the drink a little bit better. That's a little hack for you, by the way. And let me just adjust the camera here. Let me get me in the frame. Yeah. So here we go. Cheerios. Oh man. This is like drinking something really healthy. You know, your mom made it for you and you're like, oh, you just read it because you know it's healthy, but it's not so good to drink. Absolutely, like, it's not disgusting. Here's amazing, here's disgusting. It's more like in the middle. It's just neutral. And a little bit towards the disgusting side. Just like 1 point off from the middle. It's almost okay. It's almost like normal. I could drink it, you know, and enjoy it. But no, it's more like disgusting would be like, oh, and then I would like gag, like, oh, no. And I like vanilla cupcake. I don't have anything against vanilla flavors. I usually like vanilla flavors. And there is a vanilla flavor. But first there's that grittiness, there's the pea protein, you taste all that first, and then comes the vanilla flavor. And there's like a touch of maybe some cupcake flavor if you really look for it. It's really hard to find though. Sometimes I don't even notice it at all. Another thing, sometimes when I'm drinking this, I feel like it gets stuck in my throat after a few sips. It does get stuck in the throat actually. Oh man, okay, so maybe you are a vegan and you don't have very many options for mass gainers. So this could be a good option if you're looking for a mass gainer and you're vegan. But if you're not a vegan, you would just get the normal mass gainer, which is 100% better. It tastes fantastic in shakes, tastes fantastic in cookies, especially with the donut flavor. But making cookies with this, it was okay. It was okay. Like there was some flavor of vanilla, which helped a lot, but everything else wasn't so nice. The grittiness, the texture of the cookies kind of changed. It's not the same. And I did only use 1 scoop when I was making cookies. So now I'm paranoid. Okay, yeah, it's fine. But who is this for if you're a vegan or you're lactose intolerant completely? You can't handle whey at all, 0, zip. Otherwise, you would get a whey isolate or something that's friendly for your stomach, and then you would just add some ingredients and you would make a mass gainer yourself. You could, as a non-vegan, you could add milk, nuts, oatmeal. That's already like 400 calories with the whey protein. And with the vegan mass gainer, you would just add vegan ingredients that would replace those ingredients, but they should be high in calories. Maybe you can eat oatmeal, that's fine. You can add it to the protein shake, it would turn into a mass gainer. So if you are interested in this, you can use my coupon code FitFrick. It supports the channel, but you just watching this video completely helps the channel as well, so you don't have to make any purchases. But I really do appreciate you making it to this point of the video. Thanks a lot, I really appreciate you. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. Would I recommend this? Like I said, get the other mass gainer. Or if you're a vegan, make your own mass gainer. Or handle this, like if you truly need a mass gainer and you're a vegan and you need to gain weight, fine. It's not a bad option, but it's also, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this at all. But it's okay. It's not disgusting. Like I said, it's just nearly the middle, right? So I'm not looking forward to taking another sip, honestly. I'm full now already from 2 scoops. I usually have 1 scoop, and that fills me up pretty nicely. Cheerios! It really tastes like pea protein. There's a slight hint in vanilla flavor and cupcake batter, let's say. It's very middle, 5 out of 10, if I have to give it a rating. It's a lot better in milk than water, that's for sure. It tastes a bit salty. It's not that sweet. Like there's a little bit of sweetness, and it's mixed in with saltiness. It's not bad, but it's not good. Very average. I wouldn't mind drinking this every day, but I can see myself not craving it. And at the bottom, there's also grittiness as well. The bottom part is also hard to drink. But that's the mass gainer from Transparent Labs. This is their first version. I have high hopes that they will improve it. They also have another flavor. It's the donut flavor, which I believe is the same one as this one. I haven't tried that one yet, but hopefully it's better. I don't know. But the vanilla flavor, and the grittiness, the texture, the whole thing, a little difficult, I must say. But anyway, have a great day, and thanks for joining me on this video.